Good, welcome back. Well, it was a long process, and as you can see, starting from here, you can see how it's done. Well, let me just open it so that you can see properly what I have done. Now, if you take a good look closer, you can see that you have some of these cartons here, covering here. The essence is like a borderline, so that in case we have prevailing, if the wind is too much, prevailing winds, it will just hit here and go back a little while they are still okay. If you notice over here, I have tried to block those places. These are wire nets, and you wouldn't want them pecking on it, and at the same time also using their legs on it to injure themselves. So I had to block all this around here. And then when you come down this way, the same thing over here. Okay, sorry, I have to, same thing over here and even down here. Now I try as much as possible to make the surface quite flat, and immediately after it I had to sweep it back again. The same thing I've also done. Sorry, you can see we just finished, and so we'll have to clear this out. You have the embankments both for up and down. I just open a little, and as you can see it inside there, everywhere seems to be ready for those beds tomorrow. Now look at it properly. Everywhere has been done. Okay, well, at this point in time it's very hard, but I can see, I hope you have a view of it. Now the essence of why this is done is that it stops air, like I said, from entering here. It doesn't allow them to get themselves close to the wire net so that they don't injure themselves. It's very, very important, because at such little stages, if they start having injuries, definitely that's where you have problems, especially that's not what you want. Now, if you're asking me why all this when these birds are still going to die, is that the aim? No. The aim is to ensure that they have a comfortable environment that can help them grow better. You know, even as human beings as we are, a clean place helps us to even feel relaxed and not tensed up. And so you don't want them having fun. You want them to feel free. You want them to be okay. And that's why you have it there. Now, after I have done that, like I said, I had to remain. Like I said, if you have some of this at home, please make good use of it. Even if you don't have something like this, if you have this pet bottle, the Coke bottle, the plastic container, you could use it, bore a little hole in the cover, and then use it and spread around. Now, after I've done this, I can now disinfect the carton. You don't make it so wet. All you want to do is to have it all around it. And also on this other side, so in case you didn't get to those other areas, you disinfect it. And after doing that, you close. As you can see, I'm going to close this particular side. Raise it up. Yeah, I've locked it. I come down and I disinfect also. Okay. I still have pieces of paper down here. Okay. You're doing it on the surfaces so that you know that your beds are ready to move. Go around this side. You can also do it on the wire net. I think that is all. I don't do this with daily purpose. Like I said, you use the Izal with plain water. If you have Dettol, this is good for you to use. You're trying to make use of whatever you know is within your environment. And then, oops, so that I don't spoil my arrangement. It's very important, mostly for air control. So that's not too good. Now I have that done. But there's something I want to show you. While the camera takes you around the chart, I'll be back to still show you something else. So Okay, I'm back. Now, like I said, you need to be sure if you've done something good. Now, because I want to be ready so that to avoid any form of water spillage, that's what is most important. I have a stand like this. I don't know if it is also in your local area, which I can keep comfortably. You know, it has a low side and an upside. You know, it's expected that by 2 weeks of age I should turn the bigger side of it. Now I only have 6 of this. Well, I couldn't get up to 10. Why? Because I used 10 drinkers up, and I'm sorry, 5 drinkers up, 5 down. That's a total of 10. But I have only 6, and so in order to have a makeshift to this, I had to get to the market. That's why I said you try to make use of what you have around your environment. I had to make use of this. These are 2x2 planks. I have disinfected this already because when they are part of my instruments or my equipment. So when I'm washing, I also disinfect them. So I also, if you notice, they are approximately at the same height. So in case I can't get this, I use this. In case you two don't have this, you can use this. But the truth is, you can't use it. You can't use this particular item immediately they arrive. And so you would ask, what then do I do? Because some of you would wonder that immediately you bring your day-old chicks and you just place them. It's like they soak themselves into the water. Well, it's obvious. Since I have this is a screw. Oh, sorry, that went down. I get it up. Since this is a screw, I screwed it out. So I have all this. So I have it like this. So in having it like this, I place it. I try to get, can you bring the cameras closer? I try to get a flat place that wouldn't be undulating, where I can position and then keep the water. For other areas, like I said, I have only 6 of this. I make use of the batten. You know, the carpenter, there's a batten. So, and this is also flat. So what I do is I place it on both sides and I place it up. At that point in time, they don't get to fall. Anyway, when I bring them in on Friday, you will definitely see or try to understand what I'm talking about. I just wanted you to have a preview of this. But if you have this in your local area, it's a very good stand for the normal drinker. It has its own drinker anyway, but I like using it for the normal 4-liter drinker that most of us have. It has its own container. There's a stand for its own container, but be that as it may, it's still an efficient tool and nothing is wasted. So please, like I said, all these things are important. In the next video coming up later in the evening, we would have to sit down and then we will look at the plan, the drop chart like I showed you earlier in one of the previous videos, and then we would come to the farm itself and you'll see the necessary things that I do the night before the arrival of the beds. I hope your coal pot is ready. I hope you've gotten your charcoal, because I've gotten mine. I'm excited because it's just a day to the arrival of these beds and I really want them to enjoy the environment. So I'd already done one of few things here. Like I advise people, most farmers try to drop feed and water immediately after laying that. I tell them no, it's not a good thing. You allow everything to be like this. After disinfecting it, you leave it like that. Now the morning when you bring your beds, when they arrive, definitely you will then know what to do. I have 2 deckers like you have here, at the up one and the down one. You would ordinarily just feel that because I'm bringing 300 beds, 150 up, 150 down. Yes, that's the logic. But at the same time, since I weigh these beds individually, one by one, I try to put each one of a weight class in a particular place. Take for instance, I have the broiler beds are supposed to come at a grams of 43, and then if at that point in time I have some of them weighing at 34, 35, 38, then I have 40, 41, 42, 43. I could choose to put those between the range of 35 to 39 up, and then I can put or down, or I can put those of 40 to 43 up. The essence is to ensure that those that are little underweight can grow up to meet the maximum weight I expect them to be, and those who are already big, let them get bigger. That's the essence. So it's important for us to note that sorting begins even at the arrival as day-old chicks. But when you get to the secondary section, I don't sort. because I don't have the space. But because we are moving definitely to the permanent site, it's good we start at this stage. So I've showed you everything you wanted to see as regards this particular one. There is nothing else other than this. We've laid this one. I've laid the carton like I see. If you come closer, you'll see it that this is a 2-layered. Alright, so in case I have water dropping on this, it doesn't get to this other one, and even if it does, it's still absorbed over there. And I expect my pets to have a wonderful time. Well, it's for them. And so all the stress is that they come in healthy, I reduce the mortality rate, and then I harvest much. Most especially maximizing my profit and reducing my cost. The B&B Beta is still the name, the MD Elders Agro Services. I hope you enjoyed this particular time out. If you follow the videos, you'll definitely get to know the missing link, why you've not been able to get yours. I wish you all the best. As you can see, please invite others, invite your friends, go to my YouTube channel. Please remember to subscribe, please. And also click the notification bell so that it prompts you up immediately there's a new video. I'm signing out here. Remember, the number is 080-3359-6301. Thank you and God bless.